What's up, guys? Let's see what happened with the price of Bitcoin, and I think that I would say congratulations, because we are going to a new high. We reached something like $8,900, and yeah, that looks like a bull run, at least short term. And from the beginning, I would like to show you the chart from Philip, the one analyst which predicted pretty much the same price action which we have right now. Actually, initially it was from July 2019, but he updated this in a more careful way in October. In the end of October, you can see that if we'll look at what happened with the price from that point, it's actually pretty close to his prediction. And from that moment, he thinks that the price will go higher. Maybe the end of 2020, the price will be above previous all-time high in 2000. Of course, nothing is guaranteed, but so far he made a pretty nice prediction. And also, I must point out Charles Edwards once again, because once he draw this Wyckoff accumulation pattern on the price of Bitcoin in the area around $7,000, and he said that we might go something like that. You see, it's pretty similar to Wyckoff accumulation pattern chart. And indeed, recently we had this rise with a few pullbacks, and after the confirmation, actually it didn't happen like the exact confirmation with the retest of $8,000 or $7,800, but after that we moved much higher. So technically the pattern played out, and one can say that indeed this area was the area of accumulation. We are now much higher. I must say though that of course, although this is a confirmed pattern, but we actually don't know exactly where the end of this rise will be after this accumulation. And considering the length and the depth of this accumulation, I would say that it shouldn't be, well, it could be not that strong of a rise as we might expect. Well, time will tell, we'll see. But in any case, Charles Edwards, guys, I would suggest you to follow this Twitter account, because he makes a lot of the interesting and reasonable studies on TA and the price of Bitcoin analysis. And me myself, I must admit that I didn't expect the price going to $8,900. I actually thought initially, if you remember at one of the videos, I'd say that although I'm pretty bearish, I think that the price will go lower at something like $7,200, $7,300, but I thought that we might actually go higher, to go above this area, above the area of $7,800, maybe up to $8,500, but then probably will go down, maybe retest this line, which actually did happen indeed, and the price went higher after that. But I say that here it might be the very nice bull trap. And moreover, when the price reached $8,500, somewhere around here, I found that indeed we have a lot of the longs on BitMEX, a lot of longs on Binance. It actually reached something like almost 70% at some point, and we started to see the positive BitMEX funding rate, and we also had some small low time frame bearish divergences. Eventually they moved to higher divergences, higher time frame bearish divergences, like 1 day. We had this broadening formation, which statistically usually is breaking to the downside, although we did test this previous high, but we kind of had a pullback. And yeah, again, this bearish divergences on many oscillators, many indicators. So I would expect that from that point the price will go lower, and the volume was going lower as well. But instead of that, you know what happened? The price actually went up, despite even on the 1 hour time frame we start to see this funding rate turning to be positive, like we had previously when the price moved from $7,200 to more than $10,000. We didn't have it for a long time, but then we actually had it when the price was at $8,500. Maybe it's actually the sign that we will have the similar price action that we had previously after the 30-40% pump. And in fact, we already have this pullback from $8,900 to 8,550 or something like that. So it's a quite of a huge pullback. We found the support on 50% Fibonacci level, but still it's not a crash as you might expect. Of course, we need to look how the price will evolve. Will we make a higher high or no? But so far, yes, we have 3 consecutive higher highs, or maybe considering this one, and many higher lows. So technically we are having a rising trend, and moreover, the higher we will go, the more likely we will continue to go higher, because we are going above previous highs, meaning that all the long positions which are still remaining there will be actually in profit. So the move to the downside after reaching those highs is not reasonable, because those positions could be closed. Instead of that, we need to go lower right now in terms of the, well, if we expect the bearish scenario to happen, but it should be done something like now, so we shouldn't make a higher high at least. We also have our 200 days moving average in front of us, $9,000, and as we discussed last video, if the price will go above $9,600, $9,900, that would be pretty much the confirmation of the end of this downtrend. We might reach some other new high, or maybe like intermediate high, and then go lower than $6,000, but at least for a while we will continue to go up if we will go above those targets. Finally, we also have this kind of a ascending wedge formation, and technically it is the bearish formation, which is tend to be broken downwards, but we can continue climbing within this formation for a while. However, the thing which I would like to show you today and kind of warn you about is to be not that much optimistic, because even in 2018, when we had our bear market, pretty much similar thing happened. As you see here, it's not like exactly identical, but it's really similar. Moreover, in this area we had not that great, but still inverse head and shoulders, and actually the target of this formation was something like $8,900, so one can say it might play out already. But here we also had this inverse head and shoulders, and also its target played out here, but after that we had the drop to pretty much the same level. The liquidity is getting lower and lower, and volatility as well. And you see the volume is declining until the point when we had the major breakout. Pretty much the same is happening right now here. Moreover, if we look at the marginal trading exchanges, yes, we had this relatively a higher volume, but again, this is just due to the liquidation of the marginal contracts or the stop orders. But if we will get some integrated value, then in principle it's not that huge. Well, basically it's still declining volume, and the most of the volume is on the candles which are green, like here or here. While if you remember, let's say our capitulation in 2018 had a lot of the volume on all the way down to $3,200, but we don't have the same right now. Of course, again, Bitcoin can go against all the statistical data and make a new high, despite we didn't have the conventional reversal of this downtrend. But I prefer to play the higher probabilities, even like if you consider this to be just a correction of this growth. This correction should be reversed somehow similar to what they usually do. And like if you'll compare it, let's say, to 2017, then the bottoms of such corrections have the higher volume here. We don't have it, and moreover we don't have this V shape. So at the lowest area we have the very low volume, and it's too short to serve as an accumulation. In my personal opinion, of course, as always, not a financial advice, guys, just the way I see it. But in any case, let's see whether we will make a new high, whether we will go above those key levels, and if we will do, then at least short term or maybe even mid term, we will continue to go much higher than even the current level. And so far that is it for today. I hope that it was useful. Thank you for watching.